What is going on, guys? Ʇ46 with Intrigue Airsoft. We're doing a little something new today. If you haven't already figured it out, we're playing Medal of Honor Warfighter. It's a game a couple years old, but it is one of my favorites for sure, for a couple different reasons. The weapon transitions and reloads are realistic. The gun dynamics are realistic, and I kind of like that. You know, there's no sleight of hand like what you're going to find in Call of Duty, so it kind of balances the playing field, and you actually have to use tactics and take cover while you're reloading, things like that.
Honor. Much honor in sacrifice.
Other cool things about it, the maps are cool and based on real mission AOs, and if you play the campaign, you'll see what I mean. Kill streak perks are awesome. You know, you get things from like 60mm mortar strikes down to like Black Hawk insertions, all the way down to Switchblade, Predator, missile attacks.
Much honor in ꜱᴜ밝ᴇ.
Each of the classes that you can play as, you know, such as a sniper, assault, heavy gunner, special forces, they all have different perks that aid in their ability. So having one of each on a team really adds to the teamwork that this game tries to promote, which is really cool, man. Like I said, big fan of this game. But the really cool thing about it is this, man. So not only can you mess around with your playable character and what class they have and what perks they are, but you can also mess with their guns. And the gun feature, the gun customization on this game is really cool, man. Everything down to the optics, your barrel assembly, your muzzle brakes, suppressors, all kinds of stuff, man. Really cool, really intricate, really gets into detail, and if you're a gun nut like me, like most airsofters are, I think you'll really enjoy this aspect of the game. So you can sit there and work on your gun, you unlock things, you know, you can unlock different rail systems, stuff like that, change them out, and then try it out on the field in the next game. So that's a really cool feature that they put into this that I really like. And one thing I've always liked about this game is the camouflage option to camo your gun up. There's got to be at least 50 different options in here, but I've always liked this one, just this flat gray. And so I figured, you know, why not? Let's try this on an airsoft gun and see how it looks. So I had a gun that I've been tinkering around with lately, and nothing too special, but I kind of wanted to see what that flat gray would look like. So that is what we were doing. Now this is the kind of spray paint I use. It's a Rust-Oleum brand. It's a flat gray primer. It's a little bit darker gray than some of the cheaper primers that I found, and I was pretty happy with the shade of gray that came out, a little bit darker. I'll explain more why I like that shade of gray once we get into this a little bit more. This is what it looked like before. I wasn't really happy with that camo job, so this was kind of why it was the candidate to get the gray spray paint job on it. As always with spray painting, man, less is more. Use light strokes, you know, keep the can far away so you're not getting drips on it. Now, really cool, man. It did have a little bit of a gloss, but I think the light's kind of adding to that. But it just looks too good, man. And also in the game with the gray camo option, it's kind of scuffed up, and you can see, you know, some of the wear marks coming through. So I took some medium grit sandpaper and kind of started working some of the areas that I know would kind of start getting worn down first to get rid of that bright, shiny gray look. So here it is, man. And back to what I was talking about, the shade of gray. If you look in some of these in some of this video right now, you'll see that, like, when I step back into the shadow, the gray kind of absorbs some of the OD green from my vest, or, you know, some of the tan. So I think gray is a really neutral color, man. If you think this is a cool paint job, make sure you give me a like, give me a comment, make sure you subscribe, share if you want, and stay tuned for the next episode. Take care, guys. Better have f***ing died. Are you kidding me?